ladies and gentlemen, yeah, how to find a jobs in London, Ontario. So if you look there, that is a way to find a job. Look, if you're looking for employment, your case is employment case, and then of course that is basically employment. New job posting every day, and then of course hiring international employees, direct information for you. So you can find out we have many jobs related area, such as these $17 to $48 per hour. That is depending, and then for sure right now they're hiring. And then if you look there, so that is basically, and then that is also in London. That is in London. That is also in London. That is best how to find the jobs. Okay, in London. So if you look here, that is Indeed.com. Is also one of the employment site where people normally look for jobs. And then of course Job Bank, that is another one there for government. This is by government, Canadian government job banks. And then we have Work Police, is agent, also they're hiring. And then we have what they call the Link. The Link is also hiring, is agent also. It's like Facebook's also linked. And then we have Simplify Hire, HRSDC, and then which is also the government, Monster.ca, which is also job search area. And then we have Nighthunters.com, also is a agent, all jobs, and then which is Wow Jobs, and then of course is also agent. And then Open Glass Doors is also agents and the companies. You go to companies direct, and then you will see on their Glassdoor helps on it, and then hiring. So, and if you are looking for agent jobs, and then Indeed, Glassdoors, and then Simplify, you name it. Of course, that is just how to get employment. Then that is Job Banks. Job Banks is a government. That is Job Banks. So it's a Canada hiring direct, hiring part-time post jobs, and then they have all the professions, and then labor, general labors, and then you name it. That is roughly 10 kilometers, 25 kilometers, 50 kilometers, 1 kilometers, 100 kilometers. You name it, 500 kilometers even. You can, as much as you want to go, anywhere around Canada and across worldwide, for international students. So that is basically international students. If we do search, and then we go to the jobs area, of course here you have to sign up, and then don't want to sign in, and then just let's see from where it is. And then of course we have the posting there. Of course, let's go and see with this one, less than 10 kilometers. 10 kilometers, that is in London, of course. 10 kilometers. And then you also check here, then you search for jobs, job search. You search, and then you go to search area like this one, and then you type your professions, and then you begin looking. This is like farm workers. If you say you're farmers, farm workers, and then farm jobs, and then you of course they pull you the papers of all the farm jobs, such as this one. That is the 202 results there. Employer farms, of course, that is the farmings. Okay, salary not available to be negotiated, salary not available to be negotiated, salary available $15 per hour. That is with the Indeed. And then of course salaries are competitive based on experience. and then salary $26 per hour, and then the labor does is $17, $21 per hour, indeed, and then there's $15, and then $22, $35, depends, and then $18, $22, and then labor's farms, $14 per hour, $12 per hour. Okay, organic farms, and then you name it and you name it, salary to be negotiated there. Okay, and then the salary to be negotiated, and then you can see there, right there, manager farms, and then 55,000 per hour, 69, 70,000 annually. That is annually known. That is really in BC, but is very far from here. That is more than 500 kilometers. Okay, that is Canada wide in BC, not in Ontario. Salary to be negotiated, and then if we ask for this one for nurse, of course nurse, okay, so for nurse, this is for nurse. Okay, nurse salary to be negotiated, and then they have there $48 per hour, salary to be negotiated. Regina, salary to be negotiated, and then salary to be negotiated. Yeah, is from $37 to $50. That is average, of course, per hour. So if you look there, if you look at the real typical salaries, that is to do with the 70,000 plus a year. So that is basically for the salaries base, that is 37,000 plus minimum. So basically 37,000 minimum. So that is for nurse, and then for farmings, and then for accountants. Okay, for accountants, of course, yeah, that is salary to be negotiated there. That is 70,000 annually. Okay, accountants, so 70,000 annually, 25,000, 45,000 to be negotiated. That is sales, I think, sales in sales departments. That is sales there. That is 55,000, 70,000. That is personal by Sweetons Limited, Midstones. So 45.75, 45.75. That is roughly to do with the average 60,000, 80,000 yearly, 65,000 annually. So basically that is 100,000, 150,000 annually to be negotiated. Depends on chartered professional accountant, CPA, CA, and then of course that is Hay River. That is the price there. 50,000 accountant by Indigos, and then that is by Indeed. So Indeed is the one there. 75. That is the average 100,000. Okay, for that salaries. That is with the job banks. So the salaries of the nurse in Ontario. So that is registered nurse. If also you can go Google search yourself, and then you see, you compare your career, and then you can search, and then that can give you at least a clue wherever by to be. If you're a YouTuber, what is the annually revenue? A mere YouTuber can earn a salary of a YouTuber. Yeah, so that is what they're saying, 43,000 a year per year. So that is roughly per year salaries in Canada. That is this much there, does 62,000. Experienced workers make up to 62,000, 32,000. Depends on the what, on the situations. There you can see the YouTubers in Canada. That is YouTuber in Canada, and then the YouTuber not actually YouTubers in Africa. So how much they can make. So here you can see the this is the typically price ranges. So let's say this is YouTubers in Africa. Okay, and then of course annually that is roughly, they say between the YouTubers range between the 2,000 and 4,000. The pay rates on the other hands, that is that much there. That is the YouTuber earns in South Africa in 2021 jobs. So YouTuber in South Africa earned between 2,000 and then 4,000 YouTubers in that areas there. South Africa, that is major African capital city. So and then our view, that is roughly YouTubers earnings there. And then of course for the nursing, of course that is myself there. You can see I report to you guys yesterday money, and then that is my money which I'm making per year. This is the money I'm making annually. I'm roughly 13,000 a year. So that is the money. I was making 16,000, and then it dropped to this much there a year. So that is the figure we are right now at, as I show you guys yesterday the paper. And then now if we look at the papers for these people, these people which you're seeing there, that is 30,000. We need 30 millions. Okay, 30 millions. 30 millions is roughly 30 million to Uganda. That is 30 millions. Okay, 30 millions. 30 millions. Okay, that is roughly 30 millions. That is the figure there for the Ugandan nurse. The Ugandan nurse, they're striking, they want to make money, and then that is the figure they want to make per year. That is roughly 11,000 Canadian dollars, and then they're gonna be making roughly this much, 30 million. This is a figure for the yearly. So that is roughly, they're making how much? They're making 2.5 million Ugandan shillings per month, every month. And if you calculate 2.5, and then the total will be roughly 30 millions a year. So that is basically 11,000 Canadian dollars. That is configurations. So as a YouTubers in Canada, that is the configurations money we are making. So that is the YouTubers they are making in Kenya, and then Nigeria, South Africa, and then I'm not too sure about the one in Kenya, so I not really mentioned very much. So that is typical about the salaries range, and then how to find a jobs. So that is typical how to find an employment job. And overview, of course, that is me, Wayne Hassan, as is it on. Just feedbacking, of course, towards this at the judgment, how to find a jobs. And then of course, Wayne Hassan and Wayne Ziziton Finance Bank, which is there you're seeing, is also hiring there. If you want, you can apply to us. Go to our Facebook's employments, and then you can work with any other companies. We can hire you, and then you go and work wherever you want to work, because you send a resume, and then the jobs links are all on our description box on Facebook. If you want, you check branch manager, you go for branch manager, you go for constructions, you go for we not added nurse, we not added any other things, but you on your resumes you will describe I want these jobs, and then you go and then you do your jobs. So if not with us, you also do direct, but we wish because with the agent is not it's typical, not saved, agents, they're very 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 not too good. It depends on your choice, what you wanna do. So that is the between you and your employers,